お待たせいたしました。
Thank you
それ
for
では、
waiting.
ただいまより
We will now
JICA
open the JICA Clean City Initiative JCCI
国際セミナー
International
をご開
Seminar
催いたします。
2025.
私は本日の司会を務めます
My
事
name
務局の
is
吹澤と申し
Fukisawa
ます。
from the
よろしく
Secretariat.
お願いいたし
I
ま
will
す。
serve as
はじめ
today's
に主催者を
moderator.
代表しまして、
First, on behalf of the
JICA 副理
organizers,
事
I'd
長
like to call
兼
upon
最高サステナビリティ責
Ms.
任者の宮崎
Katsura
桂よりご挨拶
Miyazaki,
をさせていただき
Executive
ます。
Senior Vice
宮
President
崎
and
様、どう
Chief
ぞよろしくお願いい
Sustainability
たします。
Officer of JICA.
皆様おはようございま
Good
す。
morning, ladies and gentlemen.
在京大使閣下、そして環境省地球
Your
環境庁の
Excellencies, the ambassadors in
ご来
Tokyo,
訪の皆
everyone in
様、そ
attendance,
して
and
オンラインでご参加の
online
皆様、
participants.
本日はお忙しい中、
Thank you
JICA
so
クリーン
much
シティ
for
イニシアティブ国
participating
際セミナーに
in
ご参加い
JICA
ただき
Clean
まし
City
て、
Initiative
誠にありがとうござい
International
ます。
Seminar today.
ご講演いただきました環境省、
I would like to thank the Ministry of the
海
Environment,
外
the
環境
Japan
協力セ
Science
ンタ
and
ーの皆
Technology
様に
Agency,
御礼を申
and
し上げます。
Overseas Environmental Cooperation Center
綺麗
for
な
their
水、
sponsorship.
大気などの
Clean
環境
water,
は
air,
人
and
々
other
が健康
environmental
で安
factors
全な生
are
活を確
essential
保
public
し、
goods
JICA が
to
目指す
ensure
人間
healthy
の安全保
and
障と
safe
質の
lives of
高い成長
people,
を実現す
and
るため
also
に
to achieve
万人
JICA's
にとっ
goal of
て欠か
human
せない公共
security
財です。
and high quality growth.
海外の方が日本に来
When
られ
people
ます
from
と、
overseas come to
街に
Japan,
ゴミが落ちて
they're
おら
often
ず、
surprised
清
to
潔な
see
水
that
が
there is
ふん
no
だんに使
trash on
え、
the streets,
都会でも
clean
排気
water
ガス
is
に流され
available
な
in
いことに
abundance,
驚くとい
and
うお
that
話を
even in
よく
cities,
耳にいたします。
exhaust gas is not a
そこに
problem.
は我が国の経験に
I
基づ
believe
く
this is
優
due
れた
to
技
the
術や知
excellent
見、
knowledge and technologies
人々の環
that
境に
have
対
been
する深い
accumulated
意識が
based
生か
on
され
our
ているのでは
country's
ないかと考え
experience
ます。
and the people's high awareness
JICA
of the
はそうし
environment.
た日本の技術や知見を
JICA
東京で
utilizes
活用
these
し、
Japanese
健康
technologies
で
and
安全に
knowledge
暮らせる
in
き
developing
れいな
countries
街、
to
日本
help
に作
create
るお手
clean
伝いをし
cities
ておりま
where
す。
people can lead healthy and safe
こうした
lives.
JICA の環境管理分
Regarding
野の協
JICA's
力に関しまし
cooperation
て、
in the area of
2022
environmental
年
management,
1月
we
に
launched the
JICA クリ
JICA
ーンシティ
Clean
イニシア
City
ティブ
Initiative
JCCI を立ち上
JCCI
げ、
in January
2030年ま
2022
でに50カ
with the
国
goal
5
of
億人への
benefiting
利益を
500
目標
million
に
people
取り
in
組みを
50
強化してまい
countries
りまし
by
た。
2030.
JICA は複雑
JICA
さを
has
増す
formulated
グローバルな課
20
題に
strategies
対
to
し、
tackle
多様なパ
increasingly
ートナーと
complex
共に取り
global
組むため
issues
に、
with various
20
partners.
の事業戦略を策
We
定
named
し、
the
それ
strategies
を
a
JICA グローバ
JICA
ルアジェンダ
Global
と名付けてお
Agenda.
ります。JCCI はこの
JCCI
JICA
is
グローバルア
a
ジェンダ
major
の代
strategy
表的な
of
も
the
のの一
JICA
つでござい
Global
ます。
Agenda.
JCCI の開始から3
3
年
years
間が過
have
ぎ、
passed
順
since
調
the
に協
launch
力の
of
範囲を拡大してお
JCCI.
り、
The
こ
scope
の
of
1年間
cooperation
で
has
も
been steadily
24件
expanding
の技術
with
協力事
24
業、
technical
1
cooperation
件の年
projects
借款事業
and
を立ち
one
上げました。
yen loan project
ま
in the
た、
past
きれい
year.
な街
In
推進隊と
addition,
して
as Clean City
76名
promoters,
の JICA 海外
76
協力
JICA
隊員が
Overseas Cooperation
37カ
volunteers
国で
are
ゴミ
promoting
処理や
waste
環境教育
processing
を推
and
進しております。
environmental education in 37
これらの事業を通
countries.
じ、
Through
現在ま
these
でに
projects,
約 3.5 億
we
人
have
の生
contributed
活
to
環境
improving
向上に貢献
approximately
し、
350
JCCI
million
が目指
people's
す
living
目標達成に
environments.
着実に向かっており
We
ます。
are approaching the goal of
この背景に
JCCI.
は、日本政府のご支援も大変
We
大きいと
believe
考
the
えており
support
ま
of the
す。
Japanese government is also
日
a
本
major
政府が
factor
政権戦
behind
略に
this.
掲げる
The
新
Japanese
しい資本
government
主義
clearly
ブランドデ
stated
ザイン
the
及び
JICA
実
Clean
行
City
計画の具体
Initiative
策に
is a
JICA クリーン
policy
シティイ
in
ニ
the
シアティブ
grand
を名示いた
design
だいており、
and
現在
implementation
策
plan
定
for
が
new
進む
capitalism set
地球
forth in
温
its
暖化
growth
対策計画
strategy.
案におき
And
ま
the
しても、
next draft
都
plan
市
for
等の
global
連携を
warming
推進する取り組みと
countermeasures
して
also positions
JCCI を続けていただいてお
JCCI
ります。
as an initiative to promote cooperation with
日本
cities.
政府が2023
In the
年に改定し
Development
た開
Cooperation
発協力
Charter
大綱では、
revised by
競
government
争
in
が一つの
2023,
柱として位置づけられておりま
co-creation
す。
is positioned as one of
JCCI
its
は日
pillars.
本政府の取り組みと方向
JCCI
性を
aligns
一
with
つ
the
に
efforts
し、
of the
技
Japanese
術協
government
力、有償
and
資金協力、
mobilizes
無償資
all
金協力や
ODA
民
cooperation
間臨居事業
programs
などの
such as technical
ODA の協力メ
cooperation,
ニューを総動
loan,
員し、
loan
構図を具
assistance,
体化するイ
grant
ニシ
aid,
アティブ
and
でござい
private
ます。
sector partnership.
引き続
It is
き
an
関
initiative
係
to
省
make
庁団体、
co-creation
自
a
治体、
reality. We will continue to work closely with relevant ministries, local governments, private companies, universities, NGOs, volunteers, and international organizations to innovate measures and policies based on experience and new technologies of Japan. and other countries to expand our international impact. Today's fourth seminar will feature speakers from 8 countries, including Japan, discussing 4 themes: urban climate change, circular economy, waste issues in Africa, and plastic pollution. This discussion is divided into 2 separate venues. First, on this blue stage, we will introduce urban climate change measures and city-to-city collaboration, introducing the cases of Bangkok in Thailand and Yokohama. Next, we will discuss the collaboration between industry, government, and academia in Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Japan to realize a circular economy in Asia. In addition, this seminar is a partner event of the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD 9, and in preparation for General Assembly of the African Clean Cities Platform in Yokohama, August this year. We will discuss the current situation and challenges of the waste problem in Africa and introduce initiatives in Sudan and South Sudan where conflicts continue. At the green stage, we will discuss aid agencies' strategies against plastic pollution and efforts in Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Tonga. Professor Isobe from Kyushu University, who was the very first in the world to successfully detect microplastic that had invaded coral skeletons, will also be speaking there. In addition, 12 private companies will participate and make pitches on Japanese technologies and innovation. Both will be recorded and made available online after the seminar, so you can hear both presentations. A networking event will also be held after the seminar, which I hope will help strengthen the network of all involved parties. Finally, in the midst of a turbulent international environment, the clean city cannot be achieved by JICA alone. We wish to partner and co-create with all of you. I would like to conclude my remarks with this wish that the JICA Clean City Initiative seminar will help strengthen our collaboration with you all and move closer to the realization of a clean city. Thank you very much for your attention.
Miyazaki-sama, ありがとうございました。
Miyazaki-san, thank you very much. Next, to continue, we have from Ministry of the Environment of Japan, Director General Global Environment Bureau, Mr. Kentaro Doi.
Good morning, everyone.
I am Doi, in charge of global environment. So, to JICA people and those of you in attendance, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude. So this is an international seminar, and on behalf of the Ministry of the Environment, I would like to make a short remarks. So biodiversity is being lost, and climate change is quickly happening, and there is a global warming, and there are 3 major challenges that we face. And JCCI of JICA here, comprehensively, we need to tackle all these issues from multiple aspects. And we believe that JICA, JCCI is moving towards these initiatives with the support of all of you. In terms of climate change, globally, 1.5 degrees elevation of temperature. Towards that goal, the major discussion is being held, especially in Japan, globally. GHG it must be reduced significantly, and we are taking on this major challenge. So against this backdrop, as a major tool, Paris Agreement, Article 6 is one framework. Last year in Azerbaijan, there was COP meeting held, and this mechanism is now ready to be implemented in a full scale. So going forward, more international cooperation will be needed in order to counter this major challenge that we face. And now, city-to-city cooperation and JCM, these are specific tools that Japan is taking advantage of in order to reduce GHG and also contribute to creating carbon market and also for reduction of emission. The source of GHG comes 70% of them come from a city, so city activities will be critical. So as we shift to decarbonization, how we deal in cities will become very important. That's one topic that we will be discussing about in depth. And not only global warming, but pollution is another challenge that we face in cities. Many cities, air pollution and countermeasures against wastes are outstanding issues, and all needs to work in cooperation using their creativity. For instance, EVs, next generation type of automotives, this will lead to CO2 reduction and this will minimize air pollution as well as noise. So there are benefits that we can change. I'm sure that this measure could generate a lot of synergy. So for Japan, we would like to drive this effort forward. Therefore allocating budgets and creating mechanism. So I hope that we will be able to share these expertise with you so that we will be able to reduce the emission globally. And also in Japan, in the cities, we hope to, of course, reduce emissions. So we are selecting regions where we concentrate our efforts, and we would like to create best practices so that we will be able to apply in other regions. So far, roughly 80 municipalities has been selected, and various initiatives are already well underway. The size of cities are different, so population will differ, and the type of businesses which are located in those cities are different as well. But resources of those municipalities are being used to be creative. Eventually, we would like to designate more than 100 of these regions or cities and focus to reduce the emission and learn from there to apply best practices. Not only decarbonization, but we believe that this will lead to revitalization of the cities. So multiple impacts can be enjoyed, and that's exactly what we would like to demonstrate. And in this seminar, there will be people who will be presenting, but in many cities around Japan, they are working with overseas cities, and jointly they are pushing forward with city-to-city partnership. As was mentioned earlier, in Japan, 1960s and 1970s, yes, we had faced a very serious pollution issue, and the government and municipalities worked together to overcome these challenges. I hope that we will be able to learn and share these lessons learned, and so that you'll be able to pick up some hints to roll out some of the initiatives so that you'll be able to overcome challenges in your cities. So right now, 13 countries, 56 cities and regions. That's how far we have expanded the initiative. So as Ministry of the Environment, we would like to support various efforts going forward. So in order to push these initiatives forward, of course, we need to strengthen partnership within Japan. From that perspective, This seminar has been organized by JICA, so we need to work with JICA. This is extremely critical. So more so than in the past, we would like to work closely with JICA and push forward. In Japan, regarding our initiatives, during the seminar today, I'm sure we will be able to hear the outcomes. But as ministry, working with JICA, Clean City Partnership Program has been launched. So municipalities, businesses, and with NPOs, we want to cooperate so that we will be able to solve various issues. For instance, we will have a representative from Yokohama City. They are working with Bangkok and as JICA's technical cooperation program, they have been working on putting together their master plan. And also in Vietnam, Baria Bun Tao province. In this province, in the industrial complex, JICA is involved in its program. So cities and states, along with economic development, the countermeasures against climate issues are starting to bear fruit. So we hope to expand our endeavor. And several years ago, I used to belong to waste section, and along with a JICA team, we had discussed about potential collaboration, and now the project is already underway in Africa. Still, open dumping is being observed. I understand that waste management is a major issue. So working with JICA, I hope that Africa's Clean Cities platform can be expanded. With many cities and countries, they are participating in this platform, and based on the circumstances of each country and each city, they are forming a program to make the cities clean. And I believe this is one of the highlights that will be discussed at TICAD. And when it comes to waste management, this is an issue that Japan itself were troubled with in the past. So we believe that the solutions that we can provide came from our experiences. I hope that these approaches could be applied in cities and nations in Africa. So for the specific program in Yokohama, TICAD will be held, and I'm sure various initiatives can be shared during that conference. And also there will be a general assembly of this platform being held in conjunction with TICAD, and I hope that the results could be shared there as well. So during this seminar, I'm sure broad initiatives and various ideas will be shared. So I hope that we will be able to receive specific ideas as well as questions so that we can have a fruitful discussion to bring us forward. As a Ministry of the Environment, we would like to apply the outcome of this seminar to our future policies. I hope that you will continue to support us as well. For the success of this seminar, I would like to conclude on behalf of the Ministry of the Environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Doi. And from here on, we would like to go on to the session where people are going to be discussing and presenting. First of all,
Under the JCCI JICA Clean City Initiative, we would like to share the progress and future development of JCCI. Since the launch of JCCI, it has already 3 years past, and we would like to share with you about how our achievement has been going on and how our goals and results of major projects are achieved. And this is going to be shared by Mr. Shibata from the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA Group Director for Environmental Management and Climate Change, ambassadors, and people who are joining us here and at online. Thank you very much. And my name is Shibata Kazunao from the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA Group Director for Environmental Management and Climate Change. So I'm working on the JICA's climate project. Within this seminar, from 79 countries, we have been registered by 610 people, and people are over here at the site and also participating online. We are very grateful, and we had an opening speech from Ms. Miyazaki and Mr. Doi from the Ministry of Environment. Thank you very much. And from here on, I would like to speak about the progress and future development of JICA Clean City Initiative, JCCI. So this is the flow of my presentation. First of all, I would like to share the overview of JICA Clean City Initiative, JCCI, and then followed with that, I would like to share the major progress of JCCI for its first 3 years by data and share regional trends and cases and approaches that stands out so that people will understand what we are doing. And third of all, we would like to speak about way forward for JCCI. Next page, please. So, everybody, this is a question. Have you ever heard of JCCI before? So, I am to share the overall. So JICA has created 20 global agenda, and to that we have strategies by categories, the global agendas. And JCCI is one of this global agenda, which is focusing on the metropolitan areas pollution, and which is focusing on the specifics of the cleaning of the waste. So we are handling the metropolitan area pollution, and the representative cases, we share it on numbers here. For instance, the Africans' waste issues, or else maybe access to hygiene services, or else by air pollution. There's many who die per year. And so I think everybody in every nation has some problems environmentally. And JICA Clean Initiative, JCCI, is focusing on all these challenges and have set strategies and have an aim objectives in order to go. The aim is benefit 500 million citizens in 50 countries by 2030. So we are to support metropolitan areas, the cities, to be having a clean city by 2030. This is related to the human security and high-quality growth. We aim to achieve that, and at the same time, this is to contribute to several targets of SDGs. And for climate change countermeasures, we will be working along with Japan's NDC, and the pollutions by plastics. We would like to support going forward to be related to the Treaty of the Waste Management. So the cooperation of JCCI is utilizing, leveraging the Japanese experience. And as you can see in the photograph, a photograph is starting comparison with the 1960s to the current. This is a city in Kita-Kyushu. You see in very serious air pollutions and waste pollutions, water pollutions, but then it has been resolved. And that experience would be contributing to the developing nations. So JCCI works on two areas. We call this clusters, and clusters we have strategies, and then in order to move changes, we have hypothetical theory, and based on that we work. So one is about waste, so waste management cluster, we call this cluster 1. And the cluster 2 is for air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution, and countermeasuring. And we create the strategy. So I would like to go on. So in each of the strategy, I would like to share with you our main policy. Within the developing nations, there's many developing phases, and according to countries and according to phases, we need to be in line with the level of development. Therefore, for each of the clusters, we are thinking that there are 3 stages for both of the clusters, and according to where the position is for the cities, we have 3 stages. So the first stage is improve hygiene within the city areas. Therefore, the collection and transportation will be strengthened. And second stage, reduce the environmental burden and prevent pollution. Therefore, work on infrastructure building. And third of all, this is about establishment of material cycle. Next page, please. So on the other hand, water and air, we also have the 3 stages. So the first stage is to understand the current condition, monitoring and understand what the condition is. And second stage is to consider countermeasures. And third stage is to strengthen pollution control and launch rules and regulations. And by that, we would like to create clean cities. And for each of these 2 clusters, and we have a common approach from the Japanese side. So whatever country it is and whatever level they are in, technical assistance and finance and system, rules and regulations, and the awareness of the citizens are needed to change, and that should be realized. So in order to work on this, the common part is to nurture human resources, which is written on the right-hand side. So JICA's project is always thinking about this common area too, in order to launch and work with the projects. So next is about the major development since we have initiated. That was 3 years ago, starting 2021. Oh, but let me add one thing. So our project is within the center. Please focus on that. This is technical cooperation project, and we have grant and yen loan. And by these finances, this is directly financed in order to achieve clean cities, but we cannot solve by such a finance itself alone. Therefore, we set an agenda and we send communications, and onto the right-hand side, we create a knowledge creation platform. And the private companies, we are to create the environment so the private companies will be making their actions. Therefore, we work on a comprehensive way, including finance and non-finance area, to create co-creations together with all the stakeholders. That is what JCCI aims for. Next page, please. So, now about the major progress of JCCI for its first 3 years. The project of JCCI, we have made a tally. And as already mentioned, our target, first of all, was to realize clean cities, 50 nations to 500 million people. And until today, we have made an aggregation and we found out that the beneficiaries rose to 350 million and 94 technical assistance and grants and yen loan projects have been performed in 60 nations. And the beneficiary to 50 nations was our first target. Therefore, at this point, we have already passed and surpassed our goal, and we are working with 60 nations. So our achievement, we are very happy with our achievement. So next about the JCCI achievement in numbers. Adding to the two items, the third item, human resource development, 8,500 environmental management officers trained at JICA's 7 offices and on the site training and also at JICA site training has been launched. And under the name of Clean City Promotion Team, 76 volunteers are now working in 37 countries along with the citizens. And Japanese municipalities and partnership with the NGOs, there's the grassroots project going on in number of 17. So Japanese private companies' technology could be contributed to the on-site. Therefore, the private sectors are working on surveys, investigations on the site, and 30 investigations are going on. So the African Clean Cities Platform, ACCP, are now having expansion to 47 countries and 196 cities. Next piece, please. As already mentioned, the 94 projects expand to regions and 2 clusters and cooperation scheme. And when we categorize as such, we can see this chart. So this distribution is by JICA, and JICA is expanding on to the developing nations, a focal point, and Japanese government is deciding on where to work on. And next page, please.
Each cluster and also in a region, we implemented 94 projects, and this is a brief summary of this project. On the left-hand side is the waste project. As you can see in the first bullet point, from Asia to Africa in various regions, we actively strengthen capacity in collection, transport, and disposal. And number 2, the improve infrastructure and management of final disposal city in Central South America. April this year in Dominica, we concluded agreement for yen loans. Also reducing the waste to create circular economy. We have EPR, e-waste, ELV, and also we have plastic pollution activities mainly in Asia. As for water-air related projects, especially in Cambodia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam, we have strengthened and sewage construction in management through grant aid and yen loans. The master plan is also formulated and also distributed sewage waste management treatment called Seawise are implemented for a developing plan in Fiji, Nepal, and also we support the legal system in Mongolia and Vietnam. As for the air pollution prevention activities, over more than 10 years, we have been conducting cooperation in Mongolia, also in Kosovo and Thailand. That is the PM 2.5 project. Next page, please. So I have to go fairly quickly. So these are the typical cases and approaches of these projects. Next page, please. So first about the wastewater You can see these pictures. They were taken in Phnom Penh, in Cambodia. In Phnom Penh, we supported development of master plan, and we provided grant aid to construct infrastructure for sewage treatment. Currently, we are having TCP, and also Kita Kyushu City is involved in a grassroots partnership program. From the setting the plan through to the cooperation with the support of the local government. This is a very typical case of our cooperation approach, which is deployed in Asia and other regions to support sewage system development. Next, about waste management. The representative case would be Dhaka in Bangladesh. We have a track record of more than 20 years of cooperation. The collection rate has improved significantly from 44% to 85%. This year, we launched a new project to improve waste management and also to improve the quality of air through the TCP and grant aid. So we would like to have a very integrated, very effective project. With regard to the waste management, we have different phases. So to achieve a circular economy, we support a legal system development. Last year in Thailand, the used vehicle ELV management system is something we start providing support. The private sector recycling efforts are supported through providing the available market. So the government of Japan and companies are supporting this initiative. About carbon neutrality and circular economy, in order to achieve these, the Japanese experience and technological innovation are leveraged in our cooperation. In Barrier Vung Tau in Vietnam, the industrial estate is trying to achieve circular economy and carbon neutrality with the eco-town insights of Kita Kyushu. And the data management monitoring also benefited from very innovative technologies in this cooperation. On the other hand, we face various environmental crises, and not all of them have the technological solution. In pursuit of solutions, scientific research is necessary, and also implementation of the research findings is necessary. And that is supported by SATREP to address the global issues. This is called the Science and Technology Research Partnership for Sustainable Development. So Kyushu University Professor Isobe will talk about plastic problem in Thailand. And under SATREPS, he is to establish the research hub in collaboration with the Thai partner. So please look forward to the plastic session in which this topic will be covered. So for the common regional problems, we launched platform initiatives together with the international organizations on waste management in Africa and Pacific Islands. We have two cases. For Pacific Islands, we have J-PRISM. This is a regional project for waste management and circular economy in 9 countries, collaborating with SAPRED. This is for the management and waste management and circular economy. As I have already spoken, with regard to the cooperation in Africa, in 2017, we launched the African Clean Cities platform for knowledge sharing and resource mobilization. This is in collaboration with UN Habitat, UNEP, MOEJ, and Yokohama City, with the members of 47 member countries and 196 cities. Through activities on platform, we collect information and develop networks which are also used in JICA activities. This is the JICA's project for clean cities in Africa. In 12 countries, we are running 17 programs. Next page, please. The urban environment issues also threatens the human securities and human lives. Disasters and wars jeopardize the lives of people. In order to make improvements there, we are also providing cooperation in waste management. These pictures are taken in Ukraine. This is about the cooperation to remove the war debris. We utilize the experience of Higashi Matsura City affected by Great East Japan earthquake to deal with war debris. So we provide heavy machinery, crushing equipment, and so forth. Also, the debris containing, the rubbles containing asbestos need to be carefully treated. So we are also providing some insights and knowledge through cooperation. We also have cooperation with in cooperative project in Sudan, and also we are planning to implement project in Vanuatu in this regard as well. I also like to touch upon the climate change. So climate resilient development is something we would like to achieve to counter the climate change. And we take a core benefit approach to climate resilient development in all the areas. Last year, we conducted research activities to determine the common approach. Next page, please. Those approaches can be applied to development in every sector. Under the urban environment, one example would be the project in Jakarta, Indonesia, and Denpasar. There was a sewage treatment project where we would like to incorporate climate change-related countermeasures. The sewage system supported by yen loan will be supported in this project. The project action will have some impact on different SDGs. So we look at the relations and trade-offs or synergies. So if we try to reduce poverty, maybe we should set the tariff to this end. Also, sea level increase methane generation, if those are the issues we are concerned about. So how to operate the system is something we need to incorporate in the project so that the sewage management and the climate action should be combined under such project. So under JCCI, JICA has been implementing various cooperative projects. And so I talked about the numbers. I shared with you some numbers and approaches we took. So now I would like to talk about the way forward for us. What is the direction? What are the focuses? And what kind of cooperation we would like to continue to have? There are 5 items listed here. First of all, about policy and institution building. This is necessary and quite important. In every project, the environmental administration and capacity of the environmental actors need to be improved to realize clean cities. However, the premise of that would be master plan and legal structure. So we have to develop those and through developing regulatory framework in infrastructure and also market creation would be necessary. Government of Japan, local governments will be working with us to this end. Next is about scaling up finance and scaling up and also finance and impact related to that. As I mentioned in Bangladesh case study, we integrate programs with TCP grant loan collaboration with donor organizations to expand the cooperation and impact that our project would have. Under COP29, the tripling of the climate fund is advocated. So mobilizing the private sector and companies would be essential in achieving the development goals. Therefore, promotion of partnership with private sector is something we would like to further pursue. Next is science and technologies and also innovation. SATREPS is something that I have already mentioned. So the climate, environmental crisis, yet still waiting for some solution through R&D and through application of innovative technologies. We are trying to identify the solution, and together with university and private sector companies to address the global issues such as climate issues and also urban environmental issues and the climate action need to create co-benefit synergies. And also we are still waiting for the plastic treaty to be agreed. But based on the anticipation on the plastic treaty, we would also like to continue to contribute to the cause. August this year in Yokohama, we will hold a TCAT9 in Japan, Yokohama. So prior to this TCAT9, and also in conjunction with TCAT9, we will have a ACCP assembly in August with various donor organizations and different cities. We would like to address the waste problems in Africa and mobilize necessary resources. And also in Africa, adoption is a major issue, something that we would also like to address. In order to promote these initiatives, more than 94 projects have been already identified in the pipeline, and hopefully we will be able to deploy those projects in concerned countries to achieve the beneficiary population of 500 million. Initially, we set the target of 50 countries. Now we've already achieved 60 countries. Therefore, we would also like to revise this target, a number of the target countries as well. Implementing project does not automatically bring about the clean cities. So together we need to collaborate. The government, private companies, research institutes, and citizens need to be engaged to achieve the effective cooperation to achieve clean cities. To this end, co-creation with various partners would be necessary, and also innovation to introduce new technology will be needed. Next page, please. So this is my final slide. So thanks to all the partners, we have been able to implement these projects, be it counterparts in developing countries and international organizations and citizens and other stakeholders. Also, I have to express my gratitude for experts and consultants. And furthermore, in JICA in Japan, at different offices across the world, our colleagues are working very hard. So I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge their efforts. We are still in the process of achieving our targets. And hopefully we can achieve the target, or we can achieve beyond that, something beyond that target. Each and every participant, each and every country, each and every organization are the partners for creation and innovation. So hopefully we will continue to benefit from your support and cooperation. Thank you very much.
田様、ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much, Mr. Shibata.
ここで10分ほど
We would like to take a 10-minute break.
次のセッション
So
は
the next session will start at 11
予定です。
a.m. Japan
ま
time.
た隣の部屋グリーンステージのプログラム
Programs
は
on the next
日本時間の
room,
11
Green
時
Stage,
30分
will
から
start
開始され
at
ます。
11:30 Japan time.
来場の方で会場外に出られる
Those
方
who
は
wish to
通
go
訳レシ
outside
ートを
of
椅
this
子に
building,
渡してお出
please
かけくださ
be
い。
sure to return
グ
translation
リーンステージに移動
receivers
される
at the
方はその
reception
まま持っ
desk.
て移動して
If
い
you
た
are
だければ
simply
構いま
moving
せ
to
ん。
the green stage, you
各
can
自ご
keep
休
the
憩後
receivers
12
with
時まで
you.
にお戻りください。
Enjoy
よ
your
ろしくお
break
願いい
and
たし
please
ま
come
す。
back in time. Thank you.